Good evening, people. It's actually nighttime here in. It doesn't really matter. It's nighttime, and it's the weekend after Thanksgiving. Do you see that? It's like a Peruvian hat. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Like, who cares about that? I mean, if you do, great. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm excused about my like pimples here, but you know, I'm about to wash my face, so it's something I'm working on. My clear self. Anywho, I've sidetracked so much already. It's insane. But like I was saying, it's the weekend after Thanksgiving, and it's December 1st today, and I wanted to jump on here and officially say that I am going to attempt to do Vlogmas. I mean, I feel like I've tried to do this in the past and it's never like, I've never fully committed, but I am 100% going to try to commit this time around, because I don't know, it's just like something that I've always wanted to do. And last year I think I finally found like my little niche in YouTube, if you can even say that. And that's why I was like putting out a lot of like videos like for a while last year, but you know, things happen, life happens, and the most of this year, like like I said, life happens, so a lot has happened, and I really wasn't able to put out videos because of that, because of many things that have happened throughout this year, pretty much probably from mid-year to now, maybe even a little bit before that. A lot of things, there's a lot of transitions, a lot of changes, and there's just a lot going on, so it's like hard to even try to put something out. And yeah, it was just too much going on. And plus, like, I think I would have wanted to be like kind of transparent and open about like certain things, and I felt like I couldn't at the moment, so I feel like I would have been, I don't know, like kind of fake on the videos, if you, I don't know if that even makes sense. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so like for example, one of the changes is that, I don't know if you can tell, but for all 100 subscribers that have been watching me, I don't know if you remember, but I used to live in an apartment. I don't live in an apartment anymore. I haven't since probably April, May of this year. So that was a transition. I'm right now still looking into settling into my own place, so that's still a process. And so there's a bit changes. So that was one change, you know. And then you know, it's just like the beginning of the year was kind of challenging too, like I want to say like career-wise, professionally. Like I think I've mentioned before that I'm a ABA. Well, I work in a school, in an enhanced autism classroom, and then my part-time is as an ABA therapist. And like the beginning of the year was a little hard because I had to like take an exam for that. If any of you are a registered behavior technician, you guys know about that. So I actually failed the first time that I took my exam, and it was I mean, it was tough. So, but you know, I bounced back, took my second attempt, and I passed. So that was a little hard. And then like just getting into I don't know, like the routine of that, of doing private ABA. So in addition to my full-time job, which is working in a school in the enhanced autism classroom as a teacher assistant. So that's that too. And then personally also, a lot happened this year personally. Like it was just like a roller coaster ride most of 2019 in my personal life. So that's still an adjustment right now. So but like it's I feel like now things, like in all aspects, are falling into place. So that's why I feel like I'm in a good place right now. You know, just I think it's good to think about it this way, like regardless of anything, right? Of anything that could happen, like just, and this is what I try to remind myself, like on a daily basis, is that, you know, like you can only like control, like obviously you can't control your surroundings, you can't, like, you, nobody knows what can happen tomorrow, nobody knows what can happen like in a minute. But it's good, this is what I try to remind myself, it's good for me, for, you know, if anyone can, you know, relate or even, you know, benefit from this. For me, it's just learning to, like, for one, be patient. And this whole year has really tested my patience a lot. Two is to know that I can only be in control of like myself, my own self, you know, in response to anything that could be happening in my life. I can only be in control of my own emotions, of my own response to it. So I just being conscientious of that, and you know, and really, it's almost like a maturing way of you know, handling certain situations. And I've that's really tested me this year, and I feel like I've come a long way with that. So I just controlling my own reactions, my own emotions of it, and really, like, at the end of the day, I think to myself, like, one, I'm alive, right? I'm living at this moment, and to take full appreciation of that, full advantage of that. I'm healthy. And it's weird because I'm talking like this because I work in a school, and during like morning meeting, which is basically a circle time, we talked about you know, what we're thankful for, and you know, this is all around Thanksgiving, around the holiday season, and really, like, you know, you work with these kids and you're almost like learning from them at the same time, because we get to share too, us teachers get to share too. So yeah, being, and like, it just reminded me, like, yeah, I'm thankful that I'm healthy, that I'm alive, that I'm healthy, that you know, I have a roof over my head, you know, I have a job that I, you know, that I get paid, and you know, I can live off of that. I can go and, you know, buy milk because I can, because, you know, thankfully I can, and a lot of people don't have that, you know. So many other things that people go through, and it's you really get to think, like, man, like, I have nothing to complain about, you know, like, I've got it made right now. You know, at the end of the day, like, I have family that you know, that I love, that love me, and that's really all that, you know, matters. And you know, everything else like just falls into place. Everything else will come together, and you know, at the end of the day, things happen for a reason, and you just kind of just gotta go with it. Like I said, like my patience has really been tested this year, and but yeah, my point for this video is just to remind myself, remind anybody that needs to hear this, that life is too short. Life is too short, and I don't know if it hits me more because I've lost loved ones before, like my grandmother, who's like my mom, and my uncle, who was like my dad, always there for my siblings and myself. So they're no longer with us. So, and I think with the holidays around the corner, it always makes it harder. But regardless of anything that you can be going through, you know, just remember life is too short, and truly embrace those moments that you have with those that you love, because you never know. You never know if it can be the last time. So appreciate those moments, because you never know when you can get them back. But I don't want to make this like a depressing video. This is not the intention for it. But let me go try to do some nighttime routine, a Vlogmas sort of thing of my exciting life. And please, if you guys have any questions or anything from like previous videos, I know I haven't really been answering a lot, but I will. But thank you for tuning in, whoever is listening to this. Hopefully this comes of benefit to somebody. This is Toby Maguire. He's like knocked out on the floor. He doesn't have a bed because his housemate peed on it. Rude. I always tell him to not share his bed with his other friends, but he doesn't listen. So I gotta get him a bed. And then there's the other one. And all his might. It's a Simba.